Hi guys, welcome to the Pseudonymous customer. So, have you ever faced an unpleasant experience and didn't know what to do about it? Oh, okay, let me give you an example. Have you been to the high street retailer or a supermarket and your loyalty card didn't work? Or you have been waiting for a refund and you don't know when it's going to arrive in your bank account? Let me take you through a journey that I went through a month back where I faced a fraudulent transaction on my credit card. I'm sure you can relate to this. And what did you do next? So let me talk to you about what I did next. So typically, if you had a fraudulent transaction on your credit card, you would expect your credit card company to first identify it, second, prevent it from happening, third, block your card, send you a new card, and reverse the transaction if it's featuring, and wrap all of this into a precise communication and send it to you so that we're all good. But what happened with me in this scenario is what I want to talk to you about. So the company identified it, and with my permission, they stopped it, which was really good. So one thing done. What happens next? What they did was they proactively called me, which is right, correct? And I quite like that part. But that's where my observation started about this journey and the experience. So if they call you, how do you know it's them? How do I just trust a random phone call? But they were very clever. They said they have a phone number search on their website that'll help me confirm their identity. So I instantly looked for them. I looked for the number they were calling from. But unfortunately, it didn't come up as their identity or didn't confirm it. In this instance, I do not know why they didn't use their in-app authentication to move forward. Because this meant that I had to then call them, block the card by calling them, get them to issue a new card, and reverse the transactions. But anyway, I went through that. And as soon as I contacted them, I got passed around because I had to speak to the specialized team who could help me do this. When I spoke to the specialized team, they passed me around for a dual authentication. Now, which I understand because my account was compromised. But I wasn't very happy about the initial pass around. But anyway, when I actually ended this call, I said to myself, happy days. It's all going to be fine. And a new card arrived in a couple of days in the post. And that was it. So I said, all good. However, very recently, just a few days ago, I went into my banking app and was going through my usage, and I seen the transactions that were fraudulent weren't reversed as promised. I said, what the hell is happening? So the direct debit was going to go for something that I haven't used and which was fraudulent. I called them again and I was passed around. I was absolutely upset. As soon as I got to the specialist, I was angry and he instantly spotted it. He said that, let me get someone else to call you and resolve this problem. I found out he was following the complaints procedure, which is good, but I was hell-bent. He dealt with it and I needed to resolve the problem on the call. So he suggested he's going to send me a form so I could fill it and give my consent that these transactions are unauthorized and it could be reversed. This is awful because you spotted it. I acknowledged that it was fraudulent. You blocked my card. I have a new card with me. Why would I need to fill another form to confirm that these transactions were fraudulent? This is the broken part of the journey, in my opinion. But did I have an option? No. I'll let them carry on. You will be pleasantly surprised though, after this call, just in a couple of days or so, I got a call from the customer relation team or the complaints team. The one who called me was spot on. He had done his background checks, or he did everything. He had studied the account, so he knew pretty much what's happening. And he said, you don't need to fill the form. We will take care of it. And as a matter of gesture, he offered me compensation. But I wasn't after the compensation. The pseudonymous customer is after fixing the journey, improving the experience. So for the sake of it, I just doubled the compensation. And guess what? The credit card company offered it to me. But my problem wasn't solved. The problem is, how are the other customers going through this journey? What's happening about those? And there are a lot of you who are facing the same problem. My question is, how can you get this fixed? What are your thoughts these guys need to do? On one hand, I think they spotted the transaction, which was good. They called me proactively, which was good. They followed the complaints procedure, which was spot on. But on the other hand, the phone number search didn't come up. They didn't follow the right procedure of reversing the transactions. And the entire experience of me going around and getting on so many calls to resolve this is just not acceptable. So, I'll leave this up to you now to tell me what you think. Shouldn't it be improved? Stay tuned on the Pseudonymous Customer. Thank you for watching.